How's it going, guys? It's JonJon here, and today I'm bringing you a top 5 Pokemon list. Now listen, I know you're looking at this screen, you're like, John, what are you doing? So instead of just saying what my top 5 Pokemon are, I decided I would draw my top 5 Pokemon. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. And if you can guess them before we get to them, I mean, that's cool too. I mean, it just shows how amazing I'm getting. Actually, I'm quite learning and growing. But can you tell what Pokemon this is? How can you not tell what Pokemon this is? This is the legendary Stick. I just don't understand. Listen, I was starting this Pokemon list just like people are going to get what I'm throwing down, but if you can't even know what the legendary Stick Pokemon is, I'm concerned. This was made. Oh no. Oh no. I'm from the future. I've said too much. So, let's draw one of my favorite Pokemon, and by draw, let's open up a drawing I've already did so I don't have to do it. So, let me just open that up. And look at there. Little Snake Fireman. Oh, look at him. He's so cute. Yeah, look at him. Now, one thing you will notice is that it looks kind of rough. And that's because it looks rough. Anyway, so this is one of my favorite Pokemon. Let me give you a little backstory on why. Let me give him a little voice so I can move around. Little Snake Man here, and my favorite Pokemon. Now listen up, kiddos. Back in like 1996, before I was born, I believe a Pokemon game called Fire Red came out, and that was the first Pokemon game I ever played. I didn't play the remake. I played the original on a Game Boy I got when I was a kid, back when I was like 6 years old. So Charmander was my first Pokemon and will ever be on my top 5 favorite Pokemon list. And you might see a little bit of bias towards fire Pokemon. I do love fire Pokemon, so I hope you guys don't mind. So this is supposed to be my personal list. It's not supposed to be what I think the community thinks, because honestly, I don't even know if there's a community for Pokemon anymore. I mean, it's been 20 years. How alive can that community be? So this is my first favorite Pokemon. No, he's no Stick legendary, but he's definitely something. So I guess we just gotta erase him. Don't erase me from existence, boss. I'll do better. I promise. Oh no. Okay, there we go. So that was our first Pokemon. He's pretty cool. On scale to 1 to Pokemon, it's a Pokemon. So now we're gonna draw a new Pokemon, and this one's also on my top 5 list. If I had to put Charmander on the list, and not in any random order, because I really can't choose a favorite, he's just on the list. We'll just start him out, and we'll just start him out at number 5. So let's get on to our second favorite Pokemon. Let's see if you can guess it. You know, like, the worst part is I have a few of these Pokemon that I already love prepped. But we're just gonna act like I don't and keep acting like I'm gonna draw a little bit, but we're actually gonna draw at the end and not right now, so I can put all my jokes beforehand until I start drawing. So we're gonna draw our 2 eyes. Perfect. You know, we switch colors up. I don't even know why I'm drawing with orange. I usually draw with red for my lines. So 2 eyes, a big nose, and a back for a turtle shell. Now, I know what you're thinking, John. Gary is an in Pokemon, and I disagree, because if you look here, if you just keep your eyes open, you'll see, you know, Gary in Pokemon, and I'm about to show you the best example I have of that. Okay, here we go. So this is Gary in Pokemon. As you can tell, there's still some work to be done, some things to clear up. But this is Gary from Pokemon. He went through some changes. He's been lifting. But this is one of my favorite Pokemon for the original series, and I'll give my explanation why. So, Sandshrew is one of my favorites because I think when I was playing through either Heart Gold at the time or Fire Red, I can't remember, I stumbled across Sandshrew, and I couldn't get over how adorable it was. It was the first Pokemon that I legit thought was so cute that it couldn't exist. And then I realized it was just an armadillo, and it made it even cooler. Imagine an armadillo with sharp claws and blue eyes. That thing would ride around on my shoulder all day. I don't care if I get those rabies. It would be totally worth it. So this art that I've been showing this far was from the Pokemon Nuzlocke run I did on Twitch. That if you want to go check out, who cares? But we've been drawing after the stream, and this was Precious who died. But we started another run, so it's fine. So Precious, our Sandshrew, is on the list of favorite Pokemon. So let's just get... Just erase you. We didn't give you a voice. But you can't give me a voice now, right? No, it's too late. It's too late. It's too late, and it's too early. Too early in the morning for me to do that. So there we go. So now I ran out of Pokemon that I had pre-drawn that I actually like. So now we're going to draw an actual Pokemon. So I hope you guys are ready. I hope the hype is real. And I hope you can hear the noises I'm making with the pen. So let me see. Let me get this up. Alright. So guys, you've been told about Legends before. You've seen Legends like no other. But have you seen a Legend so great, so mighty, so hard to find that it is legit impossible to go anywhere without hearing its battle cry? That's right. We're going to be drawing the most legendary Pokemon right here, right now, on Dragon Ball Z. So, excuse me if I fast forward this or just skip right to it, but I want you to guess what the Pokemon is from that line. So I know it looks a bit rough, but I bet you still don't know what legendary creature this possibly could be. Wait a minute. Let me just tidy that up real quick, just so you guys get a little bit more of an idea, I suppose. Don't wanna give it all away. It's kind of a rough sketch, honestly, and I mean, once it's colored, it'll probably make a lot more sense to you, because I know to the naked eye, this doesn't look like much. This just looks like a normal little Pokemon, but you guys just don't see what I see yet. So we're not gonna do that. No, we're not gonna do that because that was stupid. We're not gonna do that either because that was also stupid. This is what we're gonna do. Now I know what you're thinking, John. You're not even drawing within the lines. You're right. Yeah. But I bet you guys still can't guess how hard this Pokemon is to find. How rigorous you have to train to get to this Pokemon's level. You know what? It might not even take your calls unless you have a level 100 shiny on you. Now I know what you're thinking. John, what you doing? What's this? And the answer is simple. That.
So I know what you're thinking, John. This Caterpie, what a show of skill and might. Why do you like Caterpie so much? Well, I told you why, but this next one I drew, this next one you're going to show, and it's going to show how much I love Caterpie more than it. It's really just going to demonstrate why Caterpie is #1. And you could see with this new drawing, like how much detail I put into this Caterpie. Like how much I just hate Jolteon. See, Jolteon is actually one of my favorite Pokemon. It got a little bit, so I'm kind of happy I got to draw him here. But Jolteon is fantastic. But let me open it back up and I'll show you why. Jolteon's my favorite because my first shiny that I really loved was a shiny Eevee I caught. Not caught, I got it from a trade because I traded one of my legendary shinies I think I got from an event, and I traded it for a shiny Eevee one of my friends had at the time. And Jolteon was my first shiny that I trained and I really loved, and I just adored him to death. So that's why I like it. So if he had like a voice, it'd be like real badass and gritty. Like it'd probably be like right down here, he'd be probably like Cell. Oh, more laid back and kind of tough, He's gonna like spit in your mouth and kill your children, kind of type of thing. But not really. So Jolteon's like one of my favorite Pokemon. So I hope you guys like him. You know, this is actually the second drawing I did for this video alone. So this is like exclusive to this video that I drew this. And this one took me a little bit longer than the Metapod that literally took me 5 minutes. So a little bit more work went into this Jolteon, which you could tell by how I went and cleaned it up a little bit more and added the shading took me a bit more time. So it's just like this one overall took me longer than the Caterpie. So this is like one of my favorites because, oh my god, I just love Jolteon so much. But I hope you guys enjoyed this little diblet I did of my Jolteon power. So yeah. Time for the last Pokemon. So I know what you're thinking, John, what is going to top Jolteon? Nothing that I draw will ever top this. This right here, this is big. This is an electric dog that will shock you and impress you even more. But this is one of my favorite Pokemons because when I was playing through, I don't know which version this Pokemon's actually from, but I remember when I was playing through it, I seen it and I was like, I think I seen it in like a tower of some sort, and Litwit was just so adorably cute that I could not love it immediately. And I love every one of its evolutions. It's one of the newer Pokemon that I actually just love. So it's like one of the exceptions that I have for Pokemon. I love Litwit. It's one of my favorite new generation Pokemons. It is adorable. I love its evolution. It's Ghost Fire. I love fire types. I love ghost types. Like I love Gengar. Like if there was another spot on this list, the Gengar would be on this list to just sum it up. But I love Litwit. So yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this type of video. It definitely took me a lot longer to produce. Like maybe like 2-3 hours went into this video. Not because it was hard, mostly because I just had to draw things out and color them, I guess. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys want to see more stuff like this in the future, tell me down in the description below. I hope you guys really do enjoy it. I hope you enjoy the new form of me telling things. If you want, I can do Legend of Zelda next, and I can do like my or Mario, or I think let's do Mario next if this one does good. If this one does good, we'll do a Mario video, and I will draw my favorite Mario characters, which I've already been attempting to do. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll talk to you guys a little later. So remember to leave a comment down below if you liked what you've seen, if you have any advice or whatnot, and I'll talk to you later. Bye, guys.